All is One Reflections. I am Priestess Omoshule. For those that may not know who I am an ancestral priestess. I am a Ori priestess. I am an ancestral warrior. I am a spiritual avenger. I am all that and the bag of chips with the dip. Okay? And so today, for our pick of card reading, we are going to see what messages your ancestors have for you at this time. So you can either pick the white pumpkin or the orange pumpkin, and we will see what message the ancestors have for you at this time. And you can pick both pals if you want to. Alrighty, for those that pick the white pumpkin, this is your message from the ancestors. So we have, and for those that do not know, I am doing cartomancy, which is a form of divination using playing cards. I do not use tarot. I use cartomancy. Um, so just a FYI. Okay, so we have the two of diamonds, the two of hearts, and the three of clubs in reverse. Okay, so with the two of diamonds, this is a card about balance and balance of your material and spiritual needs. Okay, this is also a card that talks about a partnership, business partnership, cooperation in business. Okay, and so the diamonds also talks about finances as well. Okay, and so the two of hearts, the hearts deals with love, passion, power. And so with the two of hearts, this also talks about a partnership, but it's also a partnership in business, but it's can deal more with passion as well. Okay, um, and so also too, this is a card of choice, a choice that needs to be made. Okay, um, and and this is also a card that represents the power of love. And then we have the three of clubs, but that's in reverse. So the three of clubs just talks about a slow progress um, with a project or an idea that you might have. It talks about stagnation. It talks about interference and transmitting ideas or communication. Um, and so it also is a crossroad card as well. So there's some decisions that need to be made. So I'm getting that your ancestors are basically telling you that you need to have more balance in your life. You need to have more balance in regards to your finances. Not so much worrying about your material needs, but also you need to put as much energy into your spirituality as well, especially with this two of diamonds that talks about the balance of material and spiritual needs to avoid loss, right? And so your ancestors are telling you that you need more balance in your life. They're also encouraging you to, this seems to be some decision that you have to make in regards to your career. So you might be at a crossroad in regards to your career and you may not know where to go. But your ancestors are talking about a business partnership, okay? A business partnership in regards to your passion and things, matters of the heart, things that you find dear to yourself. Things that you're passionate about. And so your ancestors are basically telling you that you need to have more balance because there's interference in regards to your career. There's some stagnation, there's a decision that needs to be made in regards to your career, and so that you can be able to bring in, more partnerships, more business partnerships, more cooperation in business and things that are dear to you. So, with this quick message, your ancestors are basically telling you that you need to have more balance. They talk about a business partnership. You go into a partnership with someone. If there's an idea that you have, a idea about a passion that you want to pursue, go ahead and start collaborating. Don't be afraid to have business partnership, to collaborate with others, but make sure that you're doing your due diligence. Make sure that you're doing your research. Just don't go into, into a business partnership or cooperation with someone that you don't trust. Okay. And then there's, like I said, there's a decision that you need to be made in regards to your career, because there seems to be some sort of stagnation. So um your your ancestors are telling you, focus more on things that you're passionate about. Start to form business partnerships on things that you're passionate about, things that are dear to your heart, because also too, when you are in alignment, all your material and spiritual needs are going to be met. Okay. Um so when you are in alignment, when you are doing the things that you are supposed to be doing, if you are abiding or being obedient to spirit, all your material needs are going to be met. So don't worry about that. But your ancestors are talking about a stagnation, about a decision that you need to make. Okay. Go into a partnership. If you are thinking about a partnership, a collaboration, regards to a passion, go ahead and do that. Pray about it, ask the ancestors for guidance as well. And so yeah, so hopefully this is the message. This message resonated with you. Thank you so much for checking out this reading. And now we're going to go on to the orange pumpkin. Okay, so for those that have picked the orange pumpkin, this is the message that your ancestors have for you at this time. So we have the Ace of Spades, we have the Eight of Clubs, and then we have the Queen of Clubs. Okay, so the Ace of Spades, this talks about it's a card of death and rebirth. It's a card of transformation. It talks about endings and new beginnings. And it talks about change based on an important decision, anxiety, worry based off of a decision, important decision that you have to make. Okay. And so then we have the Eight of Clubs. So the Eight of Clubs is a card that talks about fulfilling your purpose. It talks about realizing your potential. It's um it's a karma card, right? So we know that the universe doesn't recognize good or bad karma. Is what you put out, is what you get back in, right? So it talks about the harvest. Okay. It talks about reaping, reaping the hard work. It talks about your hard work being paid off. And it also talks about, like, a start of a new business, someone that is thinking about starting a new business. We have the the Queen of Clubs. So the Queen of Clubs can talk about a feminine energy that is goal oriented, a busy bee, smart. It's a card for a priestess, a healer, a teacher. It's a card for someone that is goal oriented, right? Goal oriented and smashes their goal. It talks about a single mother getting a job done. This is also a card about a high level of mastery. Okay, so with these cards, I'm getting that your ancestors are telling you that you are going to have to go through a rebirth. They want you to go through a rebirth. That there's an ending and a beginning that is needed in order to get you in alignment. Okay. And so sometimes we are terrified of endings, but in order to bring in change, we need to be able to have this ending. We need to be able to end something, get rid of something, and start something new. We need, in order to start a new beginning, there's usually a death and a rebirth. Okay, so don't think of it as a physical death, but more of a death and shedding of things that no longer serve you. And so I'm getting that your ancestors are saying that there's some transformation that needs to go on. Okay. They want you to realize your potential, step into your power. Okay. They're showing you that you're a healer, that you're a priestess, that you are supposed to do something big. They want you to do something big. And then it also talks about fulfilling your purpose. So in order to get in alignment, to fulfill your purpose, you're going to have to go through this death and rebirth. You're going to have to do some transformation, some transforming, some change. Okay. And so spirit is showing you that you're going to get the job done. Okay. Don't worry about anything that, sometimes with changes we are worried about, changes is scary. We're worried about what does that change look like, having to start over. But your ancestors are just confirming that you are hardworking, you are goal oriented, you're gonna get the job done, okay? And so continue on with this hard work, because in order to realize your potential, in order for you to get in alignment, in order for you to elevate, you're going to have to go through this death and transformation, okay? And through this death and transformation, you're going to realize your potential. You're going to be able to fulfill your purpose. Sometimes, we were like, we want to fulfill our purpose, but we don't even know what that looks like. Sometimes we don't even know that we have to do some changes within ourselves in order to reap the harvest, in order to get in alignment, in order to fulfill our purpose, okay? And so continue with your hard work. Your ancestors are showing that you are a hard worker. You're getting the job done. You are a healer, okay? And so if you have any concerns about your what you're supposed to be doing, any confusion, just always tap into your ancestors, because your ancestors will give you the guidance that you need. So there's some transformation that needs to go on. Continue planting those seeds so that you can get the harvest, and then continue on, stepping into your energy, okay? Continue to be goal oriented, continue to smash these goals, continue to keep yourself busy, okay? Because you have the power. You're getting the job done, and don't be so hard on yourself. So that was a quick message. Hopefully that resonated. And so short and sweet, that is the message from your ancestors. Thank you so much for watching my video.